lunchtime and Ryan is having some nachos. So we only had a little bit of meat left, so it's mostly other stuff. I have some pecans on the stove that I made, that I'm going to season just like taco meat, and that's what I'll be having for dinner. For lunch, I had keto coffee and some biscuits from Red Lobster. Not the healthiest lunch, but I'm also gonna have an apple, and that'll be that, because I'm not really hungry. The keto coffee actually quite fills me up. If I do decide to eat again later, I will probably have, I don't know, I have some chicken on I have some chicken unthawing for dinner, and yeah, and that's what I'm going to be having for dinner, because I have my other Quest chips from yesterday, so I'm gonna have those for dinner. And then yeah, so Marcel just had his they both just had their leftovers, but Ryan only had shrimp, and so he's still hungry, so that's why he's about to eat this. The chicken will more than likely be for the boys, because Ryan is probably not gonna want this for lunch and dinner. Marcel cannot eat pecans, and Honey will probably eat this with me for dinner. So I feel like I'm kind of in the groove. I'm currently editing for YouTube, and I'm almost done with it, so I'm about to switch over to school, do my schoolwork. As y'all can see, I clearly took off all the glam, but that's okay. And let me see. I left yesterday. I was supposed to edit for YouTube, so that today I didn't have to, except for this video, but I fell asleep. I took my nice long hot shower, and then I went to sleep, and I slept good. I was supposed to get up early, and I didn't, because I slept good. So anywho, I'm fully refreshed, and now I'm just getting dinner. I mean, not dinner, I'm preparing dinner and getting lunch together for the kids. So yeah, as y'all saw this morning, I've been up editing since I came downstairs. I thought this video was gonna be much easier to edit, but it wasn't. But it's okay. It's okay. We're not letting that stuff get in the way anymore. So let me finish getting his lunch together, and I'll be back. So here is Ryan's lunch. Obviously he has regular Doritos, and like I told y'all, Ryan likes everything, so he's not a picky eater at all. So he actually eats like an adult, for real. But there we go. This should hold him over for real until dinner time. If it doesn't, pray for me, but it should. So there's that. And like I said, I'll probably have an apple or something. Marcel already ate because he had a burger. And yeah, so that's it until dinner, hopefully. So I'm currently doing my schoolwork, right? So I finally finished editing, and the video is currently going up right now. Like, I got it uploading 61%. So I just got it running in the background while I'm doing my schoolwork. Yeah, I do not really understand what my first 3 classes have to do with nursing. My first 3 classes were composition 1 and 2, and now literature. I really don't get what literature has to do with nursing. I guess because I'm actually getting a degree. I guess there are certain things that I have to have in order to get my associate's degree. So I kind of think this don't really have nothing to do with nursing as much as it has to do with my actual degree. But y'all, as much as I thought I appreciated English class in school, I really don't like it. I don't like it because all the stories my professor has us reading are boring. They're boring, and they're very long. And I've never been a reader. Like, I'm not the type of person that will read books all day long. A lot of times only children are the type of people that will read books and let their imagination run wild. I can let my imagination do its thing without reading a book. I watch vlogs and stuff because I can live vicariously through other people visually. Books have never been my thing. I'm a visual person. Give me a picture book. As immature as that sounds, give me a picture book, because then I can see. Just reading, it just don't do it for me. And so I'm struggling. This is only week 1, but I'm struggling because, again, all the stories are long and boring. And then the questions that we have to answer to correlate with the stories are long and boring. And it's just like, I'm struggling. I'm really trying to keep up my grade, my GPA. And I feel like I can't start struggling now because I still have to do math and science. Science I've always been kind of okay at, just because you're always learning something new and I like figuring out certain stuff. So science has never really been that big of an issue for me. Math has never really been my strong point. I'm decent at it. I'm good at regular math. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. I'm good there. It's once we get into algebra, fractions, decimals, all that other stuff. Once we get there, that's when you start losing me. Especially fractions. Decimals, okay. But fractions and all that, x times y equals z to the second power and all that, no. Because at what point do I need to know what x plus y times z to the second power is to calculate my check? If I work 40 hours a week and I get paid every 2 weeks, that's 80 hours in 2 weeks. If I get paid $30 an hour, that's 30 times 80. That tells me what my check should be. If I get paid twice a month, whatever that answer is, times 2, that tells me what I make a month. Where's all these decimals and x to the second power? Where's all that stuff coming in at? I don't need to know that. So that's why you start losing me after you get past what I need to calculate my money. Once I don't need it in order to get through regular life, I feel like I just don't need it. And so maybe that's a me problem. But yeah, math has never been my strong point. It was until I got to algebra. Once I got to algebra, that's when it really wasn't my strong point anymore. And obviously I have to do a math. I think math is next, actually. After I get out of this literature class, I think my next class is math. And I think it's algebra. So that's why I said I can't be stressing now. I got harder classes. Yeah, algebra is next. I got harder classes coming up. I can't be stressing about this class. But it's boring and I cannot focus. I get distracted because I get bored. So it takes me all day to do it because all day I'm finding other stuff to do instead of my schoolwork because I get bored. And algebra at least is not, it's boring, but it's not boring because it's not hours of reading and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? So, and then I got psychology, anatomy, and physiology. I think I'm gonna be good in anatomy and physiology because I took those already. And then elements of microbiology. That one might be a little difficult. Oh, and I have, after algebra, I don't know what this is, physiology. I just know it's physiology. No, it's not. It ain't physiology. It's psychology. I can do psychology. That's cool. I can do anatomy and physiology. Microbiology, I don't know. We're going to see. I've never taken that class. I took biology in high school. So if it's anything like that, I might be okay. But, again, harder classes than literature. And I'm stressing doing literature. And I'm taking all day to do something that at one point in time I could have had knocked out in 30 minutes. I don't know, y'all. But anyway, I said all that to say I just printed out three stories that I have to watch. That I have to read. So the assignment that I'm doing, this is one assignment. I have 3 stories for one assignment. And then I have one more assignment to do, and then I'm done. And now I'm trying to decide, do I feel like doing it today or am I going to do it tomorrow? Because I don't want to. And I think even that assignment has 3 stories to it. And I just don't want to. I don't want to. So anyway, one of the stories is only 2 pages. I can do that. The other 2 stories though are 13 and 14 pages of boringness. I just can't. Anyway, the boys are upstairs taking showers. I'm printing out my stories for my assignment. And then once I finish these 2 assignments, I'll be done. I'm gonna get up and go season my pecans for dinner. You season them just like you would season taco meat. It's literally, you do the exact same thing.
Don't play with her, don't be dishonest. Still not understanding this logic. Yeah, I'm back and I'm better. I want you bad as ever. Don't let me just let up. I wanna give you better. Baby, it's whatever. Somebody.
Okay, so I printed it all out because everything I do is on the computer. Everything, all my work, all my my creations, like everything that I do is on a computer or a phone, so it's on a screen. So when I even my textbooks are online now. So whenever I get a chance to physically print something and not have to look at a screen to read it, personally it's easier. Like I don't read books, but I really don't read like a lot of ebooks and stuff like that. Like I do look at stuff online a lot, but because I do so much online and on a screen, even though I have the blue blocker in my glasses, I still, if I get the chance to print it out, I will. Like my next assignment, I can't print out the pages, so I have to read it on the screen. So whenever I get the chance to print and read it on paper instead of on the screen, that's what I do. So that's why I printed it out. It's really a waste of paper because when I'm done, I'm throwing them away. So, but like I said, it just helps so that I'm not, when I don't have to look at a screen, I don't. You know what I'm saying? So these are the 3 stories for this assignment that I'm about to do. This one is so thick that I can't even staple it. Like that's how many pages is in this little story. I can't even staple it. This is a book at this point. So I'm quite irritated at that. It's 3 o'clock, so I'm about to get up and, like I said, go season the meat so that it's ready when Honey get home. And probably cut me up an apple and sit back and read these stories. I'm just over it. I'm really over it. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set me a timer and I'm gonna go season it at 3:30 because the pecans themselves are done. Like I said, I just gotta season them. So I'm gonna do that at 3:30. So I'm about to set me a timer for 3:30, and then that'll be that. The wind is picking up really hard outside. The temperature is supposed to be like 50 degrees. It feels a little colder than that to me, but the temperature says it's 50 degrees, but that wind is going crazy. So I don't know what's going on outside. So I really need to hurry up and get this stuff done, just in case the wind decides to knock the internet out, because I don't got time for that. So
You gotta step up, girl, man. Somebody's on next up. Damn, if I let them catch up, it's easy to see that you're fed up. I am on a whole nother level. Girl, he only fucked you because you let him. Fucking girl, I guess you didn't know any. Girl, that man is so in it. Do all I can just to show you you're special. Certain it's your love that holds me together. Lately, you say he be killing them. Gotta be sick of this. Pull up skirt, get in the ride. Left hand is steering, the other is gripping your thigh. Light up a split and get high.
So let me tell you all the problem with this story. This one was short, but guess what? It ain't make no sense. No sense. The reading is confusing. It's confusing. I don't know if it's supposed to be poetry. It's by Edgar Allan Poe, who I never enjoyed his readings because they all over the place, if you ask me. They go against everything that I've known about reading and everything that I supposedly learned about English and how to write and make it make sense, and his writings just don't to me. And so even though this one was short, ask me if I understand it. Nope.
Shout it, you decide what you been missing. Looking at you, I'm thinking he must be tripping. Play this song for him, tell him just listen.